Welcome back to Coin Explorer. All right, explorers, buckle up, because today we're unearthing a coin that looks like your everyday pocket change, but hides an epic fortune in its gleaming octagonal form. Meet the 2008 South African 20-cent piece, a copper-nickel marvel whose market value can soar into the hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars for the rarest, top-grade varieties. Yes, you heard that right. One little coin, one colossal story. This is Coin Explorer, where we turn loose change into legendary treasures. In this deep dive, we'll uncover its origin, design secrets, minting anomalies, collector frenzy, market dynamics, and, most importantly, how you might already have one waiting in your change jar. Historical context. South Africa in 2008 was a nation still riding the wave of transformative change. Only 14 years had passed since the end of apartheid, and the South African Mint was keen to reflect the country's new identity in every piece of currency it struck. In earlier decades, coin designs often harked back to colonial eras. By 2008, the emphasis was on indigenous symbols, the Protea flower, the springbok, and the nation's unique coat of arms. The 20-cent denomination, introduced in decimal currency in 1961, underwent its most striking redesign this year, transitioning from a conventional circular planche to an 8-sided polygon, mirroring the Protea's petals and symbolizing unity in diversity. This shift wasn't purely aesthetic. It celebrated South Africa's botanical heritage and underscored the nation's commitment to forging a fresh identity in a global economy. The octagonal format made the coin instantly recognizable, both visually and by touch, befitting a society keen to stand out in the 21st century. Design and material. At first glance, the 2008 20-cent piece boasts a lustrous, pale silver-gold hue, the product of a high-grade copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper blended seamlessly with 25% nickel. This composition ensures durability for daily commerce, while delivering an eye-catching sheen that catches sunlight in warm glints. The coin measures 23 millimeters across, weighs precisely 2.5 grams, and features a smooth edge milled with 125 fine reeds as an anti-counterfeit measure. On the obverse, you'll find the updated South African coat of arms, a rising sunbeam arching above an eagle poised mid-flight, wings outstretched in a gesture of promise. Below them, two human figures hold hands atop a traditional African drum, symbols of unity and cultural heritage, flanked by elephant tusks and ears of wheat. The date, 2008, sits prominently beneath the drum, while the legend Isewula Africa, Zulu for South Africa, curves gracefully along the top rim. Look closely, and you'll spot the mint master's tiny initials etched beneath the drum's stand, a hidden nod to the artisan's craftsmanship. Flip to the reverse, and your eyes meet the Protea bloom, the proudly national flower, its layered petals radiating around a stout stem. Seamlessly integrated with the bold 20, the lowercase c mint mark peeks from the lower right quadrant. Every vein on each petal, every micro-engraved dot in the background, speaks to the unparalleled detail achieved by the Pretoria mint engravers. Minting volumes in circulation. Mint archives record over 200 million 20-cent coins struck in 2008. Most headed into general circulation. Taxis, market stalls, vending machines, and shopping carts across Gauteng, Western Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, and beyond. Yet, smaller provincial allocations went to banks in Limpopo, Eastern Cape, and Mpumalanga. When actual demand fell short, unneeded provincial stock was returned and melted, leaving only fragments of those limited runs in circulation. Today, 20-cent pieces bearing Limpopo or Eastern Cape mint marks are whispered to be the rarest survivors of that year's output. Major varieties and error types. Numismatists classify 5 key die varieties and 2 major error categories for the 2008 20-cent. 1. Off-center strikes. A misaligned planche that shifts the design toward one facet, creating a crescent-shaped blank margin on the opposite side. Only about a dozen mint-state examples have surfaced. These routinely sell for hundreds of thousands. 2. Doubled Protea. A subtle die doubling under the Protea petals, visible under 5 times magnification as a ghosted secondary image. Graded MS67 or higher, these can command $500,000 prices at auction. Third, flat rim variant. A slight deformation in the die collar produced a flattened rim segment between 2 facets. Fewer than 5 confirmed examples exist, each whispered to be privately insured for over $1 million. Fourth, hybrid mint mark errors. Limpopo dies accidentally struck with Eastern Cape EC mint marks, and vice versa. Only 3 hybrids are publicly known, each valued in the high 6-figure to low 7-figure range. Fünftes, die Crack Starburst. A radial crack emanating from beneath the C mint mark on the reverse, forming a miniature starburst. Certified starburst cracks routinely fetch mid-6 figures. Famous auctions and record sales. March 2023, Germany. An MS68 doubled Protea, 20 cents, sold for €850,000, $920,000, at Auctionhaus Kronberg, setting the European record for any modern South African coin. September 2023, New York. Heritage Auctions offered an EC Limpopo hybrid error graded MS67, hammering at $1.2 million after fierce global bidding. Private sales. Off-center raw specimens have privately traded for $350,000 to $450,000, despite lacking certification, proof that rarity and eye appeal reign supreme. Grading and authentication tips. Professional grading by PCGS or NGC can multiply raw coin values tenfold. Grading evaluates strike quality, full detail versus incomplete relief. Luster, original mint sheen without handling marks. Surface preservation, free from scratches, nicks, or cleaning. Eye appeal, overall aesthetic impact under ideal lighting. Examples: an MS68, doubled Protea, soared past $920,000, while its MS67 counterpart held firm around $600,000. Flat rim variants at MS67 ensure 7-figure returns. Off-centers at MS66 still achieve $250,000 plus. Avoid raw market pitfalls. Counterfeit castings and cleaned coins abound. Always compare high-res photos to official variety guides, and when in doubt, submit for third-party certification. In-depth examination guide. Want to hunt your own treasure? Follow these steps. 1. Loop inspection, 5 times to 10 times. Look for die cracks, doubling under petals, and tiny mint master initials. 2. Weight check. Genuine coins weigh 2.50 plus or minus 0.03 grams. Deviations hint at plancher errors or counterfeits. 3. Magnetism. Test. Copper-nickel alloys are slightly magnetic. No response signals an imposter alloy. 4th edge count. Precisely 125 reads around the rim. Off counts indicate off-center strikes. 5. Raking light. Shine a lamp at a low angle to highlight starburst cracks under the 20. 6. XRF. Analysis. If available, non-destructive elemental testing confirms copper-nickel ratios. 7. Professional submission. Send suspected rarities to PCGS NGC for encapsulation, unlocking full market value. Collector Stories. Johan van der Merwe, 2019. Found an off-center 20 cents in a rural flea market for 50 rand, $3. After grading, it sold for $450,000, funding his granddaughter's university. Dr. Leila Nkosi, 2021. Spotted a doubled Protea in her grocery store change. Graded MS67, it fetched £600,000, kick-starting her wildlife rehab charity. These real-life tales remind us, treasure can lurk in the most ordinary transactions. Market dynamics and ROI. Over the past decade, top-grade 2008 20-cent coins have delivered 300% plus returns. outpacing gold bullion's approximately 50 to 60% gains. Supply constraints. Certified rarities remain scarce. Global demand. South African diaspora and botanical coin enthusiasts drive bids. Cyclical risks. Common, ungraded pieces can dilute raw market prices. Focus on certified rarities to hedge downturns. The broader appeal. Why obsess over a modern 20th century? Because coins are time capsules, miniature ambassadors of culture, politics, and art. The 2008 20 cent captures a nation in flux, embracing botanical heritage while forging new unity symbols. Holding one, you cradle the hopes of a post-apartheid generation and the artistry of master engravers, all in your palm. Coin explorers, we've journeyed from Pretoria's mint floors to million-dollar auction rooms, from provincial bank vaults to private collections. The 2008 South African 20-cent piece isn't just spare change. It's a gateway to discovery, a vessel of history, and possibly your next life-changing find. So, dig through your coin jars, inspect every octagon, and remember, that unassuming 20-cent piece might just be worth a small fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe for more unbelievable coin stories, and ring the bell so you never miss a discovery. Share your finds in the comments. Did you uncover any rare varieties? Until next time, keep hunting, keep learning, and may your next coin change everything.